Hello, UBians. I hope you're doing well in your studies. So for today, we will be going to have our series of interviews to the librarians. By the way, my name is John Kinsbamo, one of the student assistants here in the University of Baguio, specifically here in the library. So with that, we will be going to have a series of interviews to the librarians to get to know more about them and the services they offer. Without further ado, let's welcome our first guest, Ma'am Jennifer Gumihin.
Hello, good morning, and thank you in advance for those who will be watching this interview. And I hope you learned something from us today. Thank you, kids, for this wonderful opportunity to talk to our students and maybe to all those who are following our page.
And with that, how are you, by the way?
I'm always fine.
Happy. Okay. All right. So, ma'am, can you tell more about yourself to the students who are watching there?
Okay, so of course, as we mentioned earlier, my name is Jennifer. I've been a librarian for more than 20 years, and I've been here at Science High School for around 7 years. I have experience in children's services and teen services and public library services, but before that, I was an academic librarian. So right now, I'm in teen services.
Okay, as we hear, Mom Jens said that she is now the UB SHS or UB Science High Library as librarian for 7 years.
Yes, 7
Okay.
years. This is my 7th year with Science High School. I was here in 2015.
Can you tell them what are the services you offer here in the library?
Okay, high school students. Okay, so usually if you're in high school, it's expected that you read a lot of books. But I know that you already have your textbooks, you have your modules. So we have expanded our fiction collections for you to have the opportunity also to relax your mind by reading fiction books. And reading fiction books actually have a lot of benefits, like it will improve your vocabulary, your comprehension, and your communication skills. Then on top of that, to help you with your research, with your investigatory projects, we have databases like we have EBSCO, we have ProQuest, and we also have World Book Online. We also have Curiosity Stream, and we have Wiley. Wiley is about ebooks. ProQuest contains articles, researches, also excerpts from books, excerpts from magazines that you will likely need when you're writing your investigatory projects or if later on in life, if you will do your graduate school. So those are our services, and of course the usual, we lend out books and we provide a space for you to study and to meet your friends.
All right. So, ma'am, you mentioned about the Word Book Online, all right, the ebooks.
Yes.
So how will they log in or how will they find the information about that?
It would be great if you come to the library. We'll give you the brochure that contains our username and password, because I understand we cannot broadcast the username and passwords here because our audience are varied, not necessarily students from UB, and we cannot share that to everyone. So for our students here at UB Science High School, please approach us. We'll give you the brochure. It contains the different usernames and passwords of the databases that we have.
Oh, okay, there you go. So that's it, and how you will be going to get the information, how will you log in, or at least come at the library, and we will be going to help you. All right, so there, you've mentioned also about the borrowing of books. So how many days maybe, or how many days they will borrow the books and they will be going to return?
Okay, right now you can borrow books for 1 week, and you can borrow at least 5 titles.
Okay, there you go. So come here in the library and borrow more books. Okay, so you will be going to get to know more about the information. You will be going to have more knowledge about something. So can you please tell me about a time you gave an excellent customer service here in the in the library?
In the library, excellent customer service.
Yeah, all right, then
I
you
can't
can.
remember any. Yeah, because I was never asked anything that I cannot actually respond.
Okay. All right. So with that, with those offered services, are there any activities that they will be going to join in like that? That you
Okay.
offer?
Yeah, activities. Well, for February, for instance, we have um, we are promoting the certain selected titles, and which they can borrow, and if they're lucky enough, they'll get a token for borrowing those selected items from the library. And of course, we're always here to promote reading. That's why we're creating this content for you. And we have talks, we have online orientations, just for you to understand what goes on into your library, and so that you'll know how to use the library well and really benefit from the services of the library. Okay, well, you asked about excellent service. We always try to provide the best that we can. If you ask us to do a certain setup for the library, we can do that. If you want us to help in your research, in locating items, anything that concerns the library, you can actually come and see how we could actually be of help to you. We were not, I mean, we do not actually have um, a very challenging situation where our excellent services can be tested, because we have just been asked the usual stuff, and we were able to respond to their needs very well. Also, if you have certain books in mind that you want the library to have, you can always request from us. Then we'll try our best to acquire the library, or the library book or the material that you need.
So with that, because we are now in an era where there are many resources online, so what are the edge of being in the library?
Okay. What is wonderful about the internet is that you are able to access a lot of information online, especially these databases. They've all opened all the doors and opportunities for our students to look into more resources than the usual that we have in the library. Although we pay a lot for these databases, they're still considered affordable in a way, because they contain millions and millions of books that is difficult to buy, because I think if you buy them per piece, it will cost more than we have, more than our subscription fees. What is wonderful about going to the library and reading physical books, however, is that there are studies that says that when you read printed material, there's better comprehension compared to that of things online. But still, I think for a serious researcher, regardless of the format of the material, online or hard copy, it will still be good sources of information. It's just that, of course, we have hard copies here during power interruptions or no intermittent internet connections. You can still rely on the books that we have here on the in the library, in case you cannot access the services online.
There you
So
go.
they're very supportive of each other. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So yeah, there are many things that you can learn here in the library. Not only the things which are usual, but also there are activities that we can offer. Last question, maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So it's a personal question. So why do you want to work as a librarian?
Okay, I grew up as a loner, and my constant companion is always a book. And my mother is a very wide reader. She reads around 3 or 4 books a night, and there's a strong presence of books in my life, in our house. So there's just nothing else to do but read books. And also, I'm surrounded by people who actually read books, and I think I've benefited a lot from this. And I hope that people will also share the same enthusiasm, that they will also like books. In my experience, there are countries like Singapore, South Korea. The kids there really love reading their books, and their public libraries are really popular because they have a very their population reads a lot of books despite the presence of online materials. They still enjoy very good circulation, meaning other people still go to the library, so their visitorships are still high, and the book industry in Korea is still good. The book industry in Singapore is still good because of people who actually read, because of their belief on the knowledge-based economy. You should knowledge is power. And where else can you get more knowledge than you need? Come to the library.
Yes, because there are many actually. There are many successful persons, or yeah, that attested to that. Alright, that they read and read and read
Yes.
before they get to be successful.
Right. One of those people that you might know is the popular guy, Mr. Elon Musk, also Bill Gates. They may not have finished their degrees, but they've been reading a lot of books to make them successful in their endeavors.
So, can't wait to see you here in the library. So yun, nakilala na po natin ang isa sa librarian dito sa University of Baguio. So, there are more contents that we will be going to get to know about the services of the library and the librarians as well. So, the second we'll be going to talk to the chief librarian, Sir Nigel Miliare. So, see you guys.